Braves Phillies tonight. We got game one of this series taking place tonight. Unfortunately, the nightmare run continued for the Phillies at Citi Field yesterday. They just had a completely lifeless 6-0 loss to the Mets. We once again could not get our home run prediction to come through as we're in a little bit of a home run rut. But thankfully, we were able to cash out our strikeout prop, which was Nolan McLean to record 6+ strikeouts. Pretty juicy odds on that as well. The guy ended up pitching an absolute gem. The Phillies, after getting swept, now head home for a series against the Braves in desperate need of a bounce back. Aaron Nola on the mound for the Phillies, which doesn't inspire a ton of confidence. And then Kyle Quantrill is on the mound for the Braves. I am going to have 2 home run props for you guys to lock in for this game. Of course, before we get into that, please go to BetMGM, sign up using the promo code CROSSING, be able to receive one of the 2 state-dependent offers. Again, depending on the location that you are in, you'll receive one of 2 different offers. Both of them are good. So go to BetMGM, use the promo code CROSSING. Also, make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Going to help us out a ton. First up, we're going to go with Jurickson Profar to hit a home run, offered at plus 440 odds. Now, I know he just hit 2 home runs yesterday, and that does scare some people off. He's got such a good home run opportunity, and he's been on such a good run recently that I feel pretty good about him being able to hit another one today. And it's not like he's never been able to go back-to-back before. Even if one of those games he hit 2 home runs, there was a stretch that he had not that long ago. So he hit a home run on August 17th, he hit a home run. The very next day, the very next game on August 18th, guess what? He hit 2 home runs. So 1 home run the 17th, 2 home runs the 18th, and then guess what? The 19th, he hit another one. So asking him to go back-to-back after a day in which he hit 2 home runs, he's already done that in the last 10 days. So he's definitely capable of doing that. So he hit the 2 home runs yesterday. But you look at the last week, 4 barrels, 12 hard hits, very, very good, impressive numbers. Both of those numbers leads the Braves, leads them in total barrels, leads them in total hard hits over the last week. You look at the last 2 weeks, 6 barrels, 22 hard hits. Both of those numbers lead the Braves. 2 very healthy numbers showing that he has been performing pretty well over the last week, the last 2 weeks. Looking at the last 30 days, 333 ISO rate, 13% barrel rate against right-handed pitching. Again, 2 good numbers, especially that ISO rate is a very, very good number. And then he's going up against, as I mentioned, Aaron Nola pitching for the Phillies. We all know, everybody who's watching this who's a Phillies fan knows just exactly how frustrating Aaron Nola can be. The Rav 4th inning is always a nightmare. He can look like he's cruising through 5 innings and then give up 2 home runs in the 6th. So there's never an opportunity where Nola is incapable of giving up a home run. And you look at him this year, really, really struggled. He's allowed a home run every 13 at-bats to left-handed hitters on the entire year. A really, really bad number. And his numbers across the board, horrible against lefties. We're talking 10.5% barrel rate, which is terrible. 49.5 hard hit rate, which is terrible. And a combined line drive and fly ball rate, that's about 60%, which is a pretty bad number. So you look at this head-to-head matchup, I will admit Profar hasn't had a ton of success against Nola in his career. Profar's really come along the last 2 years, so stuff that happened in 22 and 23, I don't really care that much about. But I do like Profar to go yard tonight. I think he's got a really good opportunity to do so. That's play number 1. Next up, we're rocking with Michael Harris to hit a home run, offered at plus 475 odds. So this is another player that just hit a home run for the Braves yesterday, but another situation where I really, really like the batter, in obviously this case, Michael Harris, to hit a home run. Everything I mentioned about Aaron Nola, obviously the benefits of Profar also count for Michael Harris as well. Aaron Nola really, really struggled against lefties on the year. Now, I mentioned his entire season stats against left-handed pitching. What I haven't mentioned yet is that Nola missed a ton of time, has recently returned. He's made 2 starts coming back from an injury. Guess what? In those 2 starts, he's still gotten rocked by left-handed pitching. So it's not, or excuse me, left-handed hitting. It's not like it was just a thing at the beginning of the year and he's been better since he's come back. That's not the case. And you look at Michael Harris, he's had pretty good success against Aaron Nola. His last at-bat against Nola, that was a home run, which it was last year. He hasn't seen him yet this year. But last year, 8 at-bats against Nola, home run and a double against him. Pretty good numbers. And Harris, he's been pretty good. Over the last week, the last 2 weeks, not so much. He has gone back-to-back in this month. And you look at the last 30 days for him, and he's been hitting pretty well. 338 ISO rate against righties over the last 30 days for Michael Harris. So that number is actually slightly, but it is better than Jurickson Profar. And again, he went back-to-back against the White Sox just last week, so we know that he can do it. It's been a little bit colder again recently, but after hitting the home run yesterday, he also had another 100+ mile per hour flyout that he had yesterday. So the guess here is that we're catching him about to go on another hot streak, which is what we've seen him do over the last 30 days. And then the one thing that I haven't mentioned yet, and this actually applies to both batters, Citizens Bank Park, it's a very hitter-friendly park, right? They got short right and left fields. They only really have one deep part in like this random little nook in center field. Everywhere else is pretty short, so the ball doesn't need to travel as far in order for it to be a home run. You look at the weather today, completely neutral for home runs. It's not going to be a huge weather advantage for home runs. The biggest benefit that both Harris and Profar are going to get, slight to kind of slighter, heavier, I should actually, winds blowing out to right field. When it starts, going to be up to 9-mile-per-hour winds. When the game ends, going to be down to 6-mile-per-hour winds. But regardless, that wind is going to be blowing out to right field. That's going to help left-handed hitters like Profar and Harris if they are able to pull one. It's not going to do a ton, but if it goes an extra couple feet, that is the difference. We've seen a lot of hits to the warning track. So in a good home run venue against a pretty, depending on how you look at it, good for us, bad for him, home run pitcher in Aaron Nola, a pitcher that Michael Harris has had success against in the past, I think he's a good option to hit a home run tonight, as is Jurickson Profar. And that's all we got. I appreciate everybody for watching. Like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure to go to BetMGM, use the promo code CROSSING to sign up. Make sure to bet responsibly and have a good one. Must be 21 or older in participating states. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See terms and conditions in the description of the video.